Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another pre-market analysis video brought to you by Learnity. And as usual, we are going to be taking a quick look at the dollar index. Now, looking at the dollar index on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that we are still bearish on the daily time frame. And if you look clearly here, you can see that price is currently at a point of interest, which is known as the fair value gap, right? So, what I'll be expecting for this, that is what I'll be expecting on this assets is for price to continue pushing downwards. As you all know, I do not trade counter trend trades. I always go to, I always look for trades in line with the trend. So this is bearish currently. So I'll also be looking for the bearish continuation of this current trend. Now, if you look closely here, I said you can see we have a fair value gap and price is currently at a fair value gap. You can see that this current daily candle is closing what bearish. So let's go down to the 4-hour chart to see what that looks like. So what we might see happen here is what we might have a break of market structure to continue the move to the downside. Now, what do I mean? You can see this higher low here. So what we might have is price might break that higher low, that is for the coming week, and then we start putting in lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and what lower highs. And if that's the case, our first target is going to be this daily low here. So let's mark that out. If you go up to the daily time frame, you are going to see that that is the low, that is this low here. So that is going to be the target for this trade. Now, with that in mind, if you transition to Euro USD, you're going to see the opposite of the analysis we just did on the dollar index. Now, on the Euro USD, you can see that we are what bullish, while on the dollar index, we are bearish. On Euro USD, we are bullish. So that is the opposite, right? Now, what do we have here? You can also see we have price currently at a point of interest known as fair value gap also. And you can clearly see that the daily candle for this day closed what? Bullish. So if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, what do we see here? You can see that we've gotten to that point of interest, and we can't go down any further. This we had a little consolidation here, but if you look closely there, you can see that we have a lower high, a lower low, right? A lower high, a lower low, and price currently is trying to break that, lower high. And if that's the case, what we might see happen is something like this for the upcoming week. So just like I said, I always trade in line with the trend. I do not trade against the trend. That's one thing I do not do. So what we might see for this coming week is something like this happen, where we see price, fully break the structure and turns back to the continuation. That is, starts the continuation of the bullish trend. And if that's the case, where are the targets? So the target for this trade is probably going to be this high here, the daily high here. So if you go up to the daily time frame, you are going to see that more clearly that this is the old high. This is going to be the trade for this is going to be the target for this particular trade. So guys, that will be all for this video. Remember to always practice good risk management on your accounts. I will see you all in the next video.